What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon, and a little while back I did a video on my Spider-Man kiss cover collection. I collect kiss covers, but today I'm going to show you a different type of cover I also collect. Today I'm going to show you my Bondage cover collection. Let's do this. Alright, I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I was waiting to get certain books into my collection, which I'm starting to realize I may never have. So I'll just show you what I've got in my current collection. We'll start off with some indies. First is a Witchblade comic, Witchblade 170. Yeah, so that book was actually a gift from my friend, and yeah, he told me that it's actually an homage to a classic cover. And at the time in my head, first thing that came in my head was Conan, right? It's got to be a Conan cover. And he was like, no, it's a famous Wolverine cover. But I haven't read much Wolverine, so yeah. But it's an awesome cover nonetheless of a Witchblade. The next one is another lesser known book, I think. It's Darkchild. I saw this for fairly cheap. I don't know, do you count that as a Bondage cover? It's got a lot of, she's kind of tied up in the webbing, so I count that as a Bondage cover. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was a pretty cool one to pick up as well. So the next series I'm showing is something that's probably a little bit more familiar, Gen 13 Bondage cover. So yeah, I believe not a lot of people have seen this cover. I had never seen it the first time I picked it up. Saw it on eBay, and I thought it was a good one to add to the collection. Very nice cover there. I think this is a more recent book. It's from Antarctic Press. And it's Jungle Comics. It's not a classic Golden Age Jungle Comics and Jumbo Comics, Jumbo Comics and all that stuff, but it's definitely paying homage to those old Jungle Girl type books. So yeah, I found that again, it wasn't an expensive book, so I thought, yeah, I'll add that one into the collection as well. This next book is from a current series, and it's a bit spicy. Those who know what it is, know what it is, and that's all we need to say. It is Jungle Fantasy Fauna. So I see these books, you know, in previews magazines and things like that, and it's not ones that I ever really pick up, but I really dug this Bondage cover. I just thought it's quite a nice one. And books like that, the adult books I guess you call them, they have all these different versions of the variants. So they'll have one where the chick's completely nude, they'll have all these other crazy full-on ones, but I was happy with the clothed version. But if you flick through those books, there's a lot going on in there. Next one, I'm a big fan of Sheena. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, like I haven't actually read many Sheena comic books, but I was a big fan of the Sheena movie because Tanya Roberts back in the day, she might have been my first ever crush, ever. I remember seeing that movie as a kid and I was just like, wow, she is just beauty personified. So I've always had a fascination about Sheena since coming into the comic book world, and when I first saw this cover, I just had to have it. It is Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, bound, and that is a spicy Bondage cover. Let me know in the comments if you guys actually have got any of these, or if there's any Bondage covers that are missing from my collection. I'd love to know, so I can maybe add some of them to my collection. Alright, so now we've reached the Vampirella part of the collection. This is a recent book, Dynamite issue 5. It's actually Red Sonja, I believe, that is tied up on that one. I think that might have been the FOC variant, maybe. I'm not sure. I have a lot of these Dynamite, Vampirella and Red Sonja books, but I've read next to none of them. So this next one is Vampirella 1992, which is a recent one that came out as well. I'm not too sure who did the cover for this one, but again, not a bad little Bondage cover there. I think that might have been an FOC variant. I order my books through previews, and sometimes I notice some of these Dynamite covers will come in. I'm like, I didn't notice that one. If I saw that, I definitely would have got it. And they often are the FOC ones which don't show up in previews, which sucks. I love this next cover so much that I actually got 2 of them. This is Vampirella issue 15, again of the current run. Just that is a Bondage cover, I'll tell you that much, right? Yeah, absolutely love that cover. I think I actually had 3 of them. I think I traded one with someone for another book. I might empty this. Last indie book, this one is another banger of a Bondage cover. This is from Absolute Comics Group, and it is White Widow, issue 4. Look at that. That is a beauty. There's another book I think from that same publishing company which pays homage to that exact cover. Just got different characters on it, and I can't remember what book that is, but White Widow, I still haven't read any White Widow. I've got issue 2, 3, 4, and 5. I can't get issue 1. When I get issue 1, I actually want to read that series. And now we've got just a few Marvel ones, and then we've got a stack of DC. So here is Ghost Spider issue 5. This was one of the first Bondage covers I bought, which made me decide, hey, I'm gonna collect Bondage covers, you know, because I'm a sick f***. So yeah, that's a nice little Spider-Gwen Bondage cover I find not a lot of people talk about. Next is the New Mutants, issue 39. This counts, I think, as a Bondage cover. A whole bunch of characters tied up there. I don't know about you, but I count that as a Bondage cover. Next one. This one is a bit more of a classic Marvel Bondage cover. I've seen a lot of people flash this one. It is New Mutants 36. Yeah, there's a lot of tied up action in this one. You guys will probably recognize this one. I've seen that one around quite a bit. Even the sword's in Bondage for that one. So that is a good one. Here's another one that's very similar to that. Oh, hey, is that an homage? Huh, I never actually picked up on that. So we'll go back to this one. This next cover is X-Men Blue, and it might even be an homage. How's that? Is that meant to be an homage? Could possibly be. But again, a whole bunch of other X-Men characters being tied up. Alright, so here come my DC lot. It's mostly Wonder Woman, but I got a few other ones to show you. This one is Gotham City Sirens number 15. Again, I don't know if a lot of people would consider this Bondage cover, but I do. You got Harley and Catwoman there, all tied up, and I feel like Poison Ivy might have something to do with that. So there's that one there. I love this cover. There's 3 versions of this cover, and I always want to buy all 3 of them. I always missed out on eBay when someone was selling the set. But this one is my favorite one from that set. I decided, you know what, this is the only one I need. So this is Harley Quinn Valentine's Day Special. Harley Quinn tied up, upside down. Looking like she wants an upside down Spider-Man kiss from Batman there. So the other variant is, I think the same cover, but maybe the background's different. And then there's another one where I think Batman is the one tied up upside down, so the roles are reversed. But that one's probably my favorite one from that lot, so I'm happy to have that. Next I got a bit of an older one, Action Comics 417. Not just the ladies being tied up in this one, you've got to share the love. You've got Batman tied up along with Jimmy Olsen. So there's that one there. Which just made me realize I've got a bunch of other ones that are missing from this pile. So I feel like I ripped you off. I'm not actually showing you my full set. I'm currently still sorting out my new place. I got books everywhere. I'm sure there's probably Bondage covers that I've missed out in this collection, but this is most of them anyway. So I actually have a lot of Aquaman covers. Again, not a character that I've read a lot about, but I seem to collect a lot of Aquaman covers, and I really dig the character Mera, and this is a really nice Mera Bondage cover there. Again, not an expensive book. That one you can find quite cheap. I picked it up for like $5, $10 maybe, I can't remember. The last character that will be tied up is the Queen of Bondage. All of this for the one character. You got Wonder Woman and Artemis, both tied up on that one there. So yeah, Wonder Woman and Artemis there. Take that off. Wonder Woman issue 9 from Brian Azzarello's run. Tied up in chains there. I don't know about that Wonder Woman outfit. I wasn't around when the New 52 was around, but I'm not a fan of that Wonder Woman outfit. Let me know if you guys are. Alright, so this next one is a very, I don't know, iconic, but a classic Wonder Woman Bondage cover. Really stoked to get this one into my collection. It's a Wonder Woman 207. There's that one there. Now, here's the interesting thing about this one. So obviously for me to buy some of these books off eBay, it's very pricey. The books sometimes I try to get at a really good price, but the postage just, I pay a lot of money for some of these books, these older ones especially. I discovered another way to find some of these covers, because if I'm only buying it for the cover, then all I need is the cover. So this next book is going to look very familiar. Look at that. That is World's Finest Comics Monthly. From Planet Comics. Planet Comics was an Australian publisher that did DC reprints back in the day. So they would reprint DC stories and have them in just black and white though, so that was the difference there. But I found that a lot of times they use the same covers, so when I saw that I was like, that's cool, I'm gonna get that too. So when I found that, I realized, hey, I might be able to find some of these other Wonder Woman covers that I can't afford, but I can get the Planet Comics version of it. So this is Wonder Woman number 131 from Planet Comics, which is, I believe, Wonder Woman 221 from DC Publishing. It's a cover that I always wanted, but it was always big bucks, I found, especially once you add the postage on, so I never bought it. So I got this version of it instead. Again, if I only want the cover, hey, I'm happy with the Planet Comics version. I don't know what the issue is for this one, but this is World's Finest number 100, which is another classic Wonder Woman cover, but the Australian Planet Comics version. I'm showing you stuff you haven't seen before. Here's another one. This is not actually Wonder Woman. This got mixed up. This is All Favorites Comics 109. This is a Lois Lane bondage cover. And again, I don't know what book that's from, but I believe it's some Superman book. Yeah, so here's another Lois Lane one. So you guys have probably seen these before, but you've probably seen the DC version. So yeah, again, I don't know what issues these are. Let me know in the chat. Oh, here we go. So let's go back, let's backtrack a little bit. Alright, we're going back to this one here. World's Finest number 100. I actually do have the DC version. There you go. That's Wonder Woman issue number 203. So who would have thunk that I had that too? Again, don't know the Wonder Woman cover, but in Australia, this is Wonder Woman. It doesn't actually have a issue number on it. So we'll just show you the book. That's it there, and a nice one. This next one is an actual DC one. Wonder Woman 219. Boom. Nice one there. Beautiful. At the end of the video, I will tell you some of the Grail, bondage cover Grails that I want too. This one here, I picked up 2 copies of this recently at a comic fair, and I'll show you both because the prices I paid were... So the first one I picked up, this is a George Perez cover. It's Wonder Woman 19. If you'll notice the price tag there, I paid $25 for it. From this guy I didn't really like. The guy's just not... Doesn't give off good vibes, that guy, but whatever, he has some decent books. And then the guy who does give off good vibes, my buddy Billy, who's been on my videos before, he's made a few appearances, he actually had the same book for $10, and I was like, damn it, I'll just buy that too. And while I was there, Billy also had this beautiful Brian Boland cover, just to round out the books I have for this video today. So I was happy to pick that one up for $5. So there is like a slew of bondage covers that I'd love to have. I'd love to have some of those old Phantom Lady bondage covers. There's like a bunch of old Golden Age Jungle Girl bondage covers, but they're all so expensive. But there's 2, I guess, bondage grails that come to mind of ones that I'd love to have in my collection, and I think I could potentially definitely get. They're definitely affordable, they're not too expensive. One of them is, I don't know what the issue is, but it's a Betty Page bondage cover. Done by Dave Stevens. I'd love to have that one. And the other one is definitely Wonder Woman 200. Is a book that I've been eyeing off for a long time. And for the longest time, I always saw it for about minimum $100 on eBay, and then the postage on top of that. I'm trying to find that locally, so hopefully one day I'll be able to get it. And that is my bondage cover collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if there's any covers that you think that I should have in my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, keep it simple.